Hello and welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We sell all the coolest collectibles straight out of Japan. Please check the description of this video for more details, including our Facebook page and our eBay store. So what I have here in front of us is the two figurines that I'll be reviewing today, but I'll sort of be showing some of the other figures from this series. So first I might actually talk a little bit about the series itself. So this series is called Kuroko no Basuke, which is actually written here. And Kuroko actually means like the sort of means like a puppet master, like someone that you can't see but is sort of controlling things a little bit. And if you actually watch the series, then it might sort of make sense why it's called that. But I mean, in the series, that's his actual name, Kuroko, and his other name, his first name is Tetsuya. And Tetsuya actually means all-nighter in English. So there's another sort of random fact for you. But this is really the first really popular basketball series since Slam Dunk, which is a pretty old series now. And Kuroko no Basuke was actually a pretty popular series in Japan. It ran for, it has 28 tankobon, or like manga books, and each one of those, each sort of tankobon in Japan is about 200 pages of manga. So by my calculations, it's about 5,000 pages of manga, so it's pretty long. And it also had a anime series, three in fact series. Each one I think had 25 or 26 episodes, and I believe the last one is going to air tomorrow in Japan. So I've been really enjoying watching that as well. And you know, I play basketball, not that I'm any superstar, but I really enjoyed this series. It really is a good series, and I actually think it bettered my understanding of the game as well. So it does have a sort of Japanesey, like superficial spin on it, and there are a few things that are a little bit over the top, but it's all fun and games. So basically, the story is in Japan you have junior high school and senior high school, and there's this basketball team in junior high school that's like really good, like just head and shoulders above everyone else. And when they go to high school, and they change schools for high school, the starting 5 members all go to different schools, and the legendary 6th man, which is the guy that comes off the bench, also goes to a different school, which is Kuroko. And the focus of the story is on Kuroko and one of his teammates, another guy who wasn't sort of part of that original team in the junior high school. They team up, and they're sort of like the protagonists of the story. And they try to win the high school tournament, which is actually a real tournament in Japan, the national basketball tournament. And to do that, obviously, they have to beat all of the schools which have all of the other members of the group. So that's the story. And the guy on the right is Seijuro Akashi, who was the captain of the junior high school team. So these two figures are kind of like the climax, so to speak. So before I actually get into these, these figures were actually the DXF, the Deluxe Figures, and it's also known as the Cross Players. And there were 4 series of 2 figures each, so you can see this is 4Q, which is 4th quarter, and all of the other figures in this series are actually here. So first you had Kuroko and Taiga, then Kise and Aomine, Murasakibara, and my name's gone blank, Midorima, and then Kuroko again, and Akashi. So Banpresto always likes to release things in lots of 2, which I guess is why there's 2 Kurokos. So there's actually 8 figures in this line, and unfortunately I don't have the others to show you. But before I get into these, actually maybe I'll review these ones. So they're relatively small figures. That's an iPhone 5 case, which sort of gives you a look at it, and but they're nice figures. I actually have the Akashi. It's not opened out of the plastic, but you can sort of see there's quite a lot of detail in there. You can see like the different shades of his hair, and his eyes, the jersey. Of course, it's got like the number on the back. Got all like the creases and things from the shirt, so it looks pretty, it's pretty decent. Even the sneakers, do they have the thread on the a little bit. If you can see it, a little bit of threading. Yeah, and then they come on like a clear base, semi-transparent base. You can't really read it, can you? But for some reason they actually use the English title for the base, and it says the basketball which Kuroko plays, cross X players, Kuroko no Basuke, and then all the copyright stuff. So that's all the bases are pretty much the same. So there's 8 figures in this line. So we sell them as sets of 2. So these 2 you can get as a set of 2. If you only want 1, get in touch with us. We can try and just get 1 for you. So yeah, I don't know. Look, personally, I collect like Dragon Ball and that sort of stuff, and for me, it sort of seems a little bit weird buying like a sort of just a normal person. But they're good figures, especially if you like basketball. So that's what it looks like. So yeah, it's pretty much the length of that. No assembly required. They all come in one piece. So yeah. Sorry, I'm moving the camera around a bit. So this is just what the box looks like. So it always has like on the side their number and that sort of stuff. As you can see, Tetsuya Kuroko. Actually, maybe Kuroko is actually his first name. I don't know. They usually use last names in Japan, even when you talk to your school friends. And usually he's called Kuroko in the series, so I just assumed that was his last name, but I don't know. So that's basically what it looks like. So it's pretty much the same design. So that's what it looks like. So I know this video is getting a little bit long, but I will just quickly show you some of the other figures that are available. So the other main line that Banpresto released were actually the Ichiban Kujis, and I actually lost count how many of these they released, but there's definitely ones of all the major characters, and I think they also released them with their home and away jerseys. So in basketball you have like a white-ish jersey, and then you have like a non-white jersey, so it's very easy. Like the home team will wear white, and then the other team, the away team, will wear like a coloured jersey, so there's no mistake who's on your team. So there's quite a few figures released in this line, actually, so there's nothing particularly interesting on the back. So that's, yeah, so all the major characters did have so they're actually very similar. The only difference really is that the figure comes on like an actual basketball court base rather than like a clear base, but other than that, I mean, they're pretty similar, to be honest. So, I mean, Ichiban Kujis are usually like a superior figure, but I don't think they're really any different, to be honest. In fact, are they any bigger? I don't even know. Maybe slightly bigger. Ever so slight. No, it's pretty much the same size. There you go. Pretty much the same size. So anyway, so there's lots of those available. And then there was the MSPs, which are also released by Banpresto. So Master Stars Piece. So there's been a lot of these figures for different series. Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, you name it. So there's also a black jersey version of this one that's been released, and they just released a Seijuro Akashi MSP as well. So we've just finished sending all those out for all those that pre-ordered it. So you can see all the detail in the basketball. And was it this one? It must have been the away jersey, the black jersey one that actually comes with his dog. So this one's actually become pretty rare. It was only released I think last year, but it's pretty hard to get now. So this is the last one we have in stock. So yeah, so they assemble in 2 pieces, so they're actually about 25 centimeters tall, so it's actually taller than the box. So yeah, but as I said, only Kuroko and Akashi were released in the MSPs. And then probably the most popular line for for Kuroko was actually the Mega House figures. And these are like super. I've actually reviewed this in a separate video, which I'll put a link to in the description. But these are like so super high quality. These are actually made by Mega House, not Banpresto. And they're really good figures. They're in like full action poses, and you know, just really high quality figures. You can't see it very well in the box, I know, but I have reviewed one open in the video. As I said, I'll put the description in the video the link to the description in this video. Got it out. So yeah, there you go. So his first name is Tetsuya. Yeah. But as I said in that video, these are really expensive. Like, these are really expensive. You know, Kuroko is the rarest. Probably sells for about $200 now for like one of these guys boxed. So we had one without the box, and we sold it pretty quickly for about 140, I think, including postage. So, you know, it's very popular, but very, very expensive. You want to collect the main figures of this lot. As I said, Kuroko is the most expensive, but you know, you're going to be burning some serious cash if you want to collect the whole series of these. But they are great figures. I mean, the quality is fantastic. I didn't actually have the box when I reviewed that figure last time, so we'll actually show the box a bit in this one. But yeah, these were only released last year, I think, so 2014. So already they've become really... Mega House has a reputation for only producing very limited quantities of figures. But anyway, so that's the Mega House Kuroko. That's the Banpresto Master Stars piece, the Banpresto Ichiban Kuji, and of course the two figures that we were originally reviewing, which is the Kuroko and Akashi Cross Players DXF figures. Thank you very much for watching this figure review of Kuroko no Basuke.